Yep, track IR in number 1, first attempt, you're quite right. No, we're still slowing down. Speed up! Doing setup, and I've not actually been paying attention to the scenario. I need to get up to the speed limit, or we're going to get way behind. We know how much the game likes it when I get way behind. Okay, so we just passed 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, so I just want to say thank you to everybody. I'm really glad that everyone's enjoying it. It makes it all worthwhile. We've actually just passed 1,600 on Twitch as well, which is another really good milestone. So yes, first up, thank you to everybody. And next, one of the things that's been asked for a number of times now is a tour of the garage. Seems a little bit loud. Let me turn the sim down a bit. Is that better? Oh, my brain's not working. Oh yes, a tour of the garage. That's what people ask for, a tour of the garage. So I'm going to put together a tour of the garage video. It won't be a stream, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a sort of a tour of the garage, and then some setup of the stream from behind the scenes, and then I'll do I'll leave it running while I do a stream, and then so that in the actual video there'll be bits and pieces from the stream itself. Moggy wants a tour of the fridge. I can ensure that the fridge is covered. I can do that. The gamma turned up seems to make a night scenario a little bit more tolerable on the stream. Is it coming through okay for everybody? I don't normally do nighttime scenarios, but I thought that given we've done the first 3 parts, we ought to do part 4. Hopefully we'll get to speed up in a minute. Right, there we go. Oops, wheel slip. There we go, we're accelerating now. Any sign of transcoding yet on the channel, folks? So the plan for tonight, KwaZulu Natal corridor, Pietermaritzburg to Ladysmith, in the SAR South African Railway 6E1, electric loco, that's what we're running right now. After that we're going to go to Western Lines of Scotland, time for a Black 5, and then finally Cajon Pass for the Union Pacific SD60M. I had some completely different scenarios planned for tonight, but they kept crashing the game or not working, and so I said meh, and I changed it. Luigi, the game is running quite bright because this is a nighttime scenario. So I'm just experimenting with settings, to be honest, so that it's a little bit more watchable. I'm interested in feedback. If you want me to turn it back the way it is, I can certainly do that. French Starling, it is the one that comes with Western Lines of Scotland, correct. Right, we're actually going up. We were going up a 1 in 80 gradient, so it's not particularly shallow. But now we're on a 1 in 130, so we're actually starting to get some speed up again now. So this scenario is pressing the wrong button on the wrong. There we go. It's Milk Run Part 4, Lions River to Mason's Mill, and it's by Winston, if I remember rightly. Accelerating a bit now. We're on a 1 in 60, so we're going to start having some trouble again in a minute. Simon Lund, it would have been cool if he had a train cabin in his room. You're right, that would be very cool. Frisco wants me to include the name of the scenario in the root engine title. I might look at doing something like that. I need to tidy up the whole way the stream is laid out first. It's a bit of a mess at the moment, so I need to devote a little bit of time and clean it up, and I'll see if I can put the name of the scenario in. I'm worried about covering the screen up too much, to be honest. We've got the map, the console, me. Get rid of me, we don't want to see me. And at some point it would be nice to actually still be able to see the game. FCT went to go. What is Rail Driver? It's this thing here. This bit here is Rail Driver. If you go to raildriver.com, you can get all the information on it. You can get them from Amazon or direct from Rail Driver. It's basically a control desk. So you've got a bunch of levers, a ton of buttons, switches. FC went to go. The Rail Driver itself, no. These are Cytec flight instrument panels and a backlit information panel, which is like a big row of LEDs. And then the wooden frame is home built, not by me, by my father, who's the woodworking genius. And then this thing here, the button is a thing called an Orbi. Comes from the same place as the Rail Driver. What's the times of each route? I think this scenario is 70 minutes. And the next one is it says all of this in the schedule. I can't remember off the top of my head. If you have a look at the schedule, you can see how long each scenario is. I've updated it, so they should all be there. I think it's 70, 60 and 50 minutes each, or 60 minutes, something like that. Volts Gaming, I don't think it has two horns. No, Bell doesn't do anything, and Shift Space doesn't do anything. So Merivale is our next waypoint, 7.7 kilometres. Yeah, Darkness posted it, 70, 60 and 50. Hey Luigi, you just got the Gale, very good, I'm glad you're enjoying that. I was planning on doing a Gale scenario tonight, but it just kept crashing my computer, so I had to swap it out, sadly. Great org. There was an update to the core game to allow the Rail Driver to access everything, and Rail Driver themselves have just put out an update a 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago now I think, which makes use of the new API. So it should drive most locos. It won't drive all locos because some locos are scripted in strange ways, but it'll certainly drive most locos. And if you're prepared to roll up your sleeves and do some scripting yourself, then you can make the Rail Driver software do anything. Volts Gaming, where did I get my Rail Driver from? I got mine, I can't remember, I've had it for, well, since the day they were launched just about. I've had it for a long time, so I think it came from the UK distributor, which is Excalibur Publishing. Frisco, nope, the giveaway's been done this week. Francois, do I ever stream, do non-Steam? I don't do anything non-Steam, ever. Not so far, anyway. So, rotes, locos, they're all the same. What about locos with gearboxes? Yes, the range button is generally used, I think, to operate the gears. And if it isn't, you could easily map it. You just map it to E and Shift E on the range button, and that works beautifully. Because then the range button's got like an up position and a down position, which you can use for changing the gear up and down. I think that always used to work, to be honest, but it certainly should work now. 5.6 kilometres. Francois, so things like Just Trains, if they're on Steam I will, yes. I've done Just Trains routes before on here, but when they're on Steam. So never say never. Rob Allen, is there any updates planned for this route in Loco? Nothing I'm aware of. I think the team that did this are working on a new project at the moment. I don't know what it is, but I'm told to expect great things. Right, we're on a 1 in 55, going back up again. This route's a bit uppy-downy. Technical term. It's like flattish. Volts Gaming, this route is in South Africa. .38 kilometres to go. Frisco, you need to talk to Steam about that, I'm afraid. I have no idea what the process is for refunds. Slowing down for the 60. And for the 50. Coming up on Merivale 2. So let's have a look where we're going here. So we're going back and then... Okay, it's just a routing point. That's fine. Victor, putting two routes together is very, very difficult. If you talk to some of the community forums, they might have a an idea how to help you. I must admit, I've no idea how to do it. but I do know it's not trivial, and there's only certain routes that can actually do it. Right, so we're not stopping at Merivale for anything, we're carrying on. The next waypoint, 2.73. Coming through Merivale. Sadara is there. And on to Borton. Ah, we get to the double horseshoe. I've been looking forward to the double horseshoe. Shame it's in the dark. Dilly Dorito, can I blow the horn? Felix, would someone be able to combine West Coast Mainline North and Overshap? No, unfortunately. They are made with different origins, different ground textures. They're about as different can be. Carlisle is a completely different station as well, the way that it's been modelled too. So there are every problem that basically will stop you merging is pretty much there. Is it possible to join West Coast Mainline North and settle Carlisle together? That I don't know. That I don't know. I would hazard a guess that the ground textures are totally different, given one is a third-party product and one is an external project. So most routes you can't merge. What's my favourite route on Train Sim? New York, New Haven, probably. Partly because I was involved, I wrote all the signals and scripting for it, but I also like the variety on it. I certainly like the variety. It's the commuter traffic, high-speed traffic, there's freight on it. It's a nice route, nicely detailed. Yes, you can join Shap and Western Lines of Scotland. Slightly strange mix, but you can do it. Given one of them is steam era and one of them is 1980s. Why can't there be a tool available to join routes? Because most of them can't be joined, OMG trains, that's why. Simply because most routes can't be joined, and those that can be joined, there's a lot of work involved in actually doing it. There's not really anything a tool can do to help you join them, because you then have to repair all the track work and signalling once you've joined them to actually make it into one route, so it's far from trivial. Fundamentally, the point is it's not intended, routes were never intended to be joinable in Train Sim 1. So it's the fact that it can be done at all is pretty amazing. Moggy wants to merge Western Lines of Scotland and London to Brighton. You might be able to do it. There is a little bit of track you need to put in the middle though, so be aware of that. Still stuck at 50, just coming through Sadara. Borton through is our next waypoint. Darkness wants to merge Donna Pass and Hatchet Hill. A real route with a fictional route in 2 different countries. Yeah, why not? You may have to build a big tunnel though. Can you actually merge London Brighton with South London network? You don't need to, Fringe. It's on Steam Workshop. Right, let's go and get us a bit of a screenshot thing going on here. We're still rolling. Can you merge Westernmost Main Line over Shepherd Carl's Preston? I have no idea. In conversation's gone slightly bonkers at this point. Right, accelerating back up to the speed limit. Since we're heading south, this is going to be a downhill run down the horseshoes. Hey, One Call Blockhead, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Hey Volts Gaming, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. One Call Blockhead, do you mean how long did I start today? I started today at 9:30 in the UK, so I don't know what time it is now, so I can't tell you how long ago that was. Felix the Cat, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Volts Gaming, I've got no idea about Eurostar routes and things, I'm afraid. Mike R199223, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. What will be on the official stream? I still have no idea. So yeah, I haven't been able to have a chance to practice myself. I did suggest today maybe I should do an advanced preview of Trent Valley, retrospectively, since I enjoy driving that one. They didn't think it'd be very good. They felt you might have already seen that one. Some of you may already even have it, and if you haven't, then what are you waiting for? It's awesome! No, everyone, do not do follow hype, Victor, otherwise I'll switch it off. Oh, wipers in a tunnel. Sorry. If I've been to Shraju, no, unfortunately I don't know what the stream is going to be tomorrow. Not on tomorrow, on Friday. Oh, what release DLC will we see? No, I don't know what the release DLC is. I will find out. As soon as I know, I'll get the schedule updated and announce it on Facebook. Very good, Dan. Bam, very good screenshot, thank you. Speeding back up to the speed limits. Dave, we're all waiting for you to send it to your followers. If I could get hold of that many copies, I probably would, but no, I can't. So it's not going to happen, I'm afraid. Moggy is going to burn his knickers in protest of his wife abuse. You know what? I want to see that. Yeah, this is a pretty long tunnel. It's night time outside anyway, so it's not like anyone can see anything. Oh, here comes the end of the tunnel. We found the end. Oh, this is a pain. Coming down this hill. Brake on, brake off, brake on, brake off. Oh, I guess there's a train going up the other side. Hey, Double 12. A bit like Karate Kid. Brakes on, brakes off. And we're out of the tunnel. Not that we can tell much difference. .50 limit. Deadly to Rito thinks some people haven't downloaded through because it looks different. Oh, okay. Interesting. I like this one. It is different, and I think that's actually a strong point. One in 30, great. Oh, it looks like it's going to ease up a little bit. Matthew Timman, I did indeed say I wouldn't do dark scenarios because people complained. That's why, A, the gamma has been turned up so that it's less obvious that it's less dark. But I'm doing this one because it's part 4 of a 4-part series, so it feels wrong to not do the last part. Let's have a look what we're doing now. Bolton, Peter Maritzburg, crossover. Oh, and then we're coming back to couple into Peter Maritzburg, dropping everything off there, and then we're going down to Mason's Mill Yard incoming. Okay. Moggy complained about Matt not doing night scenarios. No A4s tonight, Double. Tonight it's Black 5 is the Steam engine we're doing tonight. Yes, the yard at Mason's Mill is pretty large. OMG says, can you do a tutorial on how to get the map on top? Unfortunately, you can't do that map because that's a tool that I've got that's not generally available. It's a root tool that I've written, yeah, I can't release it at the moment, so it's not something you can do. But as soon as I can release it, if I can release it, then I will. I will certainly do a tutorial on how to use it. Is this a narrow gauge route? Yes, Elton Loveridge, this is indeed a narrow gauge. Can't remember exactly what gauge, but it is. It isn't standard gauge. Right, slowing down for the 40. Near 3.8 now to Bolton. Traffic control officer to spawn at 4058. Use caution on your approach to Bolton. Hi Dinaraptor, I am very good, thank you. How are you? Frisco, I don't know if he takes kindly to that kind of thing. He's got a schedule of things that they post, so you'll have to wait your turn. Francois, I could reduce the size of the game window. That was the other option, but I wanted to keep the game as big as possible. Good night, OMG Trains. Luigi, in theory it's possible to make any gauge railway in the game. Rubku says nearly all railways in South Africa use a 1070mm or 3'6" gauge. There you go. Adama's making another scenario. Awesome. Deadly Dorito. Yes, I do have all of DTT's content. All the content that has ever been produced and is currently in development is on the machine, and it runs fine. Rob Allen, I believe Win 10 is in QA at the moment. I'll have no idea how they're getting on. I need to find out because I want to run Windows 10. So we're approaching, the last signal was a yellow, so I'm expecting this one we're coming up to be a red. It's yeah, certainly we can see the loco. There you go. I've never actually measured it. They asked how many gigabytes is all DCG content. Fair few. So, UK, are we not likely to see any of the old DLC that was not carried forward? I've no idea. I don't have a clue. In a lot of cases, if it wasn't selling very well, I think it was just left off. Not really worth the effort to bring it back if there's not many people buying it. That looks like a green light to me. Yep. Still in a 40. Right, we're going through Bolton through. Ah, okay, we're on our way down the horseshoes now. It's a shame, because at night we're not going to be able to see anything. Going quite important through. Rocky wants me to stop for 8 hours so that he can see up the hill. Now we'll take a vote on that. Who wants to stop for 8 hours? Peter Marisburg, 6.39 kilometres. Guys, folks, I'm the wrong person to ask about bringing stuff back. Send your emails to the Raise the Support ticket and get your emails raised there. That's the way to do it. Simon Lund wants to stop for 8 hours as well. Coming round the horseshoe curve. Second one. And since we're coming off of the tight curves, it looks like the speed's going back up again. Deadly Dorito, if you've got a scenario, if you can post it on the Steam group, or if Darkness can have a look if he has the opportunity to put it in the spreadsheet. Thank you, Darkness. Back on a steep downgrade again. 4.9 kilometres now to Peter Maritzburg. Looks like it's all downhill in South Africa, unless you're going north, in which case it kind of goes uphill. But south, yeah, it's a lot of downhill. Just gone off to get tea and toast. Moggy says with jam. A nice lad and a lolly. Frisco, this is not standard gauge, so you won't be able to run American trains on here. Well, you probably can, but it'll look silly. A calipo. Oh, I love those. I'm jealous. Jaffa cake ice cream night. That's just wrong in so many right ways. Oh dear, why am I yawning already? That's ridiculous. Alright, we've got a double yellow coming up. What's a lolly? An ice lollipop. Ice pops, I guess, would be the US equivalent. What can I say, Darkness? I'm a lightweight when it comes to getting tired. What happened to the O2 DLC? I think it is the same as a lot of other ones. The O2, it just it wasn't compatible for people that bought the newer version of Train Sim, so it was taken off. KevMC says popsicle equals lolly. There you go. S'mores, now that's more like it, but only on a colder night. My son and money. Trouble, do I have a Class O2? Yes, I have everything that has ever been on Steam. Seizing up because we got that adverse signal ahead of us. Single yellow. Hey there, Coplopper, welcome. 30 limit as we come down and past this signal. You missed that fail? What did I fail on? Double, yeah, I could play the Class O2. Oh, well, no, I was speeding. I was just easing the power down. How many third parties have made DLC for Train Sim? Quite a lot. Just people who published it on Steam, I think it's about 30, 35 different partners. And obviously the number of people who don't publish on Steam is bigger than, probably bigger again, but I don't know who they are because I don't publish on Steam. Train crash in Louisiana, we call ice lollies that melted puddle over there. Well, yeah, I could see that. Oh, we've got green with a route indicator and a 20 limit after we get there. Why are there no Garrett Steam Train DLCs? Oh, I'd love a Garrett. Absolutely love a Garrett. Coming into Peter Maritzburg, platform 2. Donor Empty. Yes, it is really good to see us see the stream getting up to about 100 every time, isn't it? Not seem to have managed it tonight, but that's all right. Close enough. Sudden panic when I saw that signal. My signal. Leadcatcher's got a bone to pick with me over FSX. Go on. Pick your bone. Yeah, we're looking at 2,000 followers now, trying to get that. What, about 400 to get there. So still a ways to go yet, but we'll get there. I'm sure we will. Who had to rebuild his FSX install, so now cutting into your train simming time. Well, I do apologise for that. Doesn't have to cut into your train simming time though, Len Catcher, just sleep less. You know, prioritise. Simon Lund, no, Moleman won't be with me on Friday this week. I believe he is busy. White Mead's going to try and find some more people that like trains. Superb. Right, so we're going to the crossover, and that's where we'll change direction and go and drop our wagons off. Green by the looks of it. Right. There's the crossover over there. So Dino, have they put an official version of it up on MSDN yet? Or is it still the pre-release versions on MSDN? So we've got to stop the train at PMB crossover X over 5. Where are we? Lost me. Oh, I'm over here. And we need to reverse back into here, so we need to be at least past that signal there. Oh yeah, I realise it comes out on the 29th of July officially, but sometimes on MSDN you can get the sort of the final version earlier than the public re-release, public full release. I must admit I've not paid any attention to MSDN and Windows 10, which I should have done really. Oh, I know it's 2 weeks to go. It's my birthday. Wait till we get past that signal. Right, the line is swapped. Right, we'll need to request permission to go back because there's a train in the siding. Why are you going that way, train? I've got you in reverse. Oh, because of pushing it back up the hill. There we go. Frisco, they think having train sim will crash Windows 10. Oh, I've got no idea. Like I said, I don't know where we're at with testing on Windows 10. Dynaraptor, happy birthday for Saturday. Yes, I tabbed it, Darkness. I'm curious, I'm going to go and have a look at MSDN now. Right, Peter Maritzburg 3 is where we are going. Hey CP Toad, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. I'm actually thinking I might do. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I've actually got the whole week off on the week of my birthday. I'm kind of fancying some long streaming. We shall see. Darkness Monster, Windows 10 is indeed the last version of Windows, but that's because instead of having big annual releases, they're going to be basically updating it in bits and pieces. So every few months or every quarter you're going to get patches and so forth, which instead of just being bug fixes like they are right now, will actually be new features potentially as well. So it's still going to carry on growing, and if anything it'll grow faster than it currently does, but it just won't be called anything else other than Windows 10. Legcatcher's birthday is Monday. Fantastic. Well, happy birthday for Monday. When is it they have a week off? It's the week of my birthday, so it's the week that's got the 29th of July in it. So, GK, I can't remember about the subscription model thing. I suspect not, to be honest. Otherwise, if you don't do that, then... Oh, no, I think they are... Yeah, no, I think there might be a possibility that you'll be able to get it on subscription, but I imagine you'll be able to buy it as well. I don't know. The idea of the subscription model is to make it more accessible to people, rather than to make it more difficult, just because people quite often don't buy Windows. Come on, couple up. Coupled up. Now we need to uncouple. I think that's everything. So 1545. No, it's not, is it? It's only up to 296. It's the rear train. Yep. That's it. And then we're stopping at Mason's Mill Yard next. Try going the right way. There's a cat down there. Get out of my garage, cat. You leave the door open to let a bit of fresh air in and the cats just take advantage. Right, double yellow flashing lights. Mason's Mill Yard incoming. Hey, why no? I do like the cat. It's just that if he's prowling around the garage, then he's probably going to start trying to eat my foot or something daft. Attack me every now and again, my cats. Right, so we're coming down here and into Mason's Mill Yard over here. We're not ready to look at that far yet, though. Why don't you put this on Rail Simulator FP page? That's not up to me. That's up to the social media team. Hey, so I'm going to try and do something sort of different on the stream for my birthday. I don't know if it'll be a 24-hour stream, but I'll certainly try and do more than the normal and at different times. And probably during the week, I'll probably do some stuff at different times as well, just to because I've got the opportunity. They attack me. Well, basically, if I'm not going to cuddle them, then that's it. They're not interested. It's either provide me attention or food. One of the two. If you're not providing me attention, then you're the food. So we're just making our way down to Mason's Mill Yard, south of Pietermaritzburg. Was that me or was that signal completely unlit? Matt will be 89 on his birthday. You're a little bit off, French starter. You're a little bit off. Ah, Dynaraptor says the version of When 10 he's got no longer has a build number. Interesting. Do I have plans to play MSTS? No. 48? Your birthday is the one day where every coder says let age equal age plus 1. Darkness Monster guesses me at 27. They're much better. Dinaraptor says 25. I'm liking it better now. Deadly Dorito says 39. Serge UK 41. Okay, you've obviously just remembered that I said I was 40. Or age equals I++. How would that help? Surely you'd have to know what I was. Traffic Control Officer to spawn at 4058. We are turning you over to Mason's Mill Yard for further instructions. Coming into 30. 81 million. Over 9,000, says Joe the Fish. Not that bad. Your first birthday? No, I'll be 41. Woohoo! We're pathed in. May catch I remember my 40s. Don't seem like I'm in my 40s. Is that good? Mason's Mill Yard to spawn at 4058. You are clear to enter the yard through the west entrance. The incoming loop is open for you. Mason's Mill Yard out. Retired at 39. Crikey. Double 12, yes, the route is nearly over. Park up in the yard and that's it, we're done. Tathra man's 40 in 2 months, superb. Go Mason's Mill Yard incoming loop. BNSF, did the series this cover the entire route? Yes, I believe it did. It's one of the reasons it's taken 4 scenarios to do it, because it is an enormous route. 15 limit on the entry to the yard. Green Day 789, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. That's it, we're one closer to 2,000 now. Hundreds left to go. Moggy will see 6 this year. Are you a nice tabby, Moggy? Or are you a car? Goodbye, Green Daz. Thanks for joining. Do I recommend the Riviera line? Well, first of all, I'm going to say, don't ask me to recommend something because I'm completely and utterly biased. I would advise you to look at Let's Plays, look through some of my videos, and judge for yourself. Now, I'm going to answer the question, and you can ignore my answer. I do like the Riviera line, yes. I think the pace is interesting to drive. The route is very interesting to drive. It's also suitable for other rolling stock. I like driving steam engines along it. But, yeah, that's my answer, and you are free to ignore it because it is utterly, utterly biased. Just basically waiting to come into the yard, this loop siding now, and then we're done. KevMC recommends Riviera line. Joe the Fish recommends Riviera line. Right, we're in. Let's get stopped. So raising the gamma seems to have made that night scenario a bit better, actually, hasn't it? That's made it a bit more visible, hopefully. Mason's Mill Yard to spawn at 1458. We have a crew ready that will sort your train to the download points. Go have some supper and enjoy your evening. And that's it. That is the milk run complete, all 4 parts. Thoroughly enjoyed that. It's been good to have a nice run down the down that line. Okay, so what are we doing now? What's our next scenario? Our next scenario is Western Lines of Scotland. Let me go find. So this one is by Bob Robert MK. I can't spell, so that's going to make life difficult finding the scenario. Right, part 1. There it is. So this